it is a campaign of killing the father, the mother, the sister. I would call this not only a genocide, it's not only a genocide against the people, but it's also a genocide against families. Because when you look at the names of the people who are killed, you see the name of the father, the mother, the children, the grandchildren. It's not about killing 5 people from the street or 5 people in the mosque or the school. It's killing a whole family. When I tell you that I lost 31 members of my extended family, I talk about 2 first cousins with their husband and their children. I'm not talking about my cousin, no, her husband, their children, the youngest 2 or 4.
Musab, can you look into this camera and share your message with the world, what you want the world to take away right now about what's happening in your home in Gaza?
I mean, if the world cannot really help us, I hope that they will not continue to support the oppressor. If you can't really stop this, why don't you just go away? I mean, I wish the world was ignoring us. No, they are not ignoring us. No, they are contributing to our suffering and the genocidal campaign that Israel has been launching not since last year, since 76 years. I mean, maybe you just mentioned that that Blinken would says that in a few days, the negotiations would start again. I mean, why don't you say the same things about sending the weapons to Israel? Why don't you, in a few days we will try and send the Israelis some new weapons? Why don't you take your time and think about what these weapons are going to do? Why does it take time to resume negotiations and force the Israelis to stop their killing of my people? Why does it take time? Why is it difficult to stop this, but it's easy to send more and more weapons? Just leave us alone.
Your choice of a last poem to share with our audience around the world. Would you like to share The Moon or Right or Left or Under the Rubble?
Well, Under the Rubble is long, so I would just go with Right or Left, which is a poem that I wrote for one of my friend's sisters. My friend himself was killed with his parents, with 4 of his sisters, with his 2 children. So the only survivors were his wife and 2 other sisters. So the body of my friend Ismail Abu Ghabin, the body of his sister, 16 years old, and his father are still under the rubble. So I wrote this poem about the bodies that remained under the rubble, the body of his sister. Right or left? Under the rubble, her body has remained for days and days. When the war ends, we try to remove the rubble, stone after stone. We only find one small bone from her body. It is a bone from her arm. Right or left? It does not matter, as long as we cannot find the henna from her neighbor's wedding on her skin, or the ink from a school pen on a little index finger.